Thursday. It's Lisa. I know you guys have probably totally forgot about me. It's your favorite Orlando real estate agent, and I hope you're all doing amazing right now. I cannot tell you, it has been a whirlwind. As most of you know, this market is nuts right now, which is awesome. And if you are looking to buy or sell right now, I can't tell you, the opportunities are crazy. And I've got an amazing show next Thursday, and we're going to dive into a lot of questions that some of you are having in regards to the big thing. Is the market going to crash? Are we going to see a bubble? What's going to happen? So next Thursday, join me live at 4 p.m. We're going to come straight from a brand new restaurant downtown in Winter Park. A very good friend of mine who is actually doing the catering perhaps for our wedding. And we're going to be joined by Lawrence Heisler from the mortgage firm. We're going to be talking to him about his take on what's happening and just kind of revamp as to what I've heard and read and what I'm being educated on to help you all be educated as well. I think everything is good over there on Instagram. Are we good over there, Ava? Can you check and see? We've been having some IT computer issues here on this end of town for the past few days. So I'm not quite sure if everything is going live. So I'm going to have her check on her Instagram to see if she can view everything to make sure that I get you all this information, because it's going to be packed, quick little show. Because again, I have been very bad with not getting to all of you as I should and was so good at doing over the last year. So if you're watching, thank you for hanging in there. All right, let me see. It doesn't show that we are live on Instagram. I was? Sorry. So let's put it back on there again. Okay, I think Instagram is coming back on. Sorry about that, Facebook friends and family. Now I see the Instagram family on there. Okay, really quick. Hi, hello. Thanks for tuning in. It's Lisa, Why Not with Lisa, and your favorite Orlando real estate agent. Sorry, Facebook, had to do it one more time for those on Instagram that were not able to see. So as we were saying, the market's crazy. And I want to just dive in really quick just to give you guys an update, because again, there's so much happening and so many people are wanting to buy. There's so much happening with people moving here. And for you that are selling, I bet you're loving it right now, because there's so much opportunity for you as sellers. But there's a couple of things that we want to talk about today for you as a seller to be aware of, to make sure that when you're going into this, you got a good idea of how to handle everything that's going to come your way very quickly. So really quick, right now, let me give you a few statistics, because you know I love to give you a few numbers just to think about for the weekend, okay? Did you know I'm going to give you Lake, Seminole, and Orange? And if you're in another county and you want this information, please reach out to me. I'm happy to supply you with this information as well. But I found this mind-blowing as I was going through, because you hear how low the inventory is. Everybody says there's not enough product, and that's why we're in the frenzy that we're in. They're right. We do not have enough product. And as fast as we get a product, it's gone. And if you are a seller and you're in this market and you are experiencing it, thumbs up, because you know what we're dealing with right now. It's quick, it's fast, and you got to be prepared and ready. So with that said, let me start with Lake County. Lake County days on the market average 303 homes, okay? But this is what's so crazy. An average sales price for a 3-bedroom home in Lake County is about $281,000 to $282,000. 4-bedroom, $395 is the average right now for a 4-bedroom home in Lake County. Right now, if you average that all out between the two, looking at an average price of about $327,000 overall right now for just the 3 and the 4 bedrooms is what I went with, okay? Active homes in all of Lake County, are you ready for this, is only 160 homes. Pending, this is the kicker, pending, there are 432 pending homes in Lake County. And I took this from March 1st until today. So this is all like up to the minute. This is crazy. Let me go into Orange now. Orange, 1,620 homes average, 0 to 30 days on the market. That's it. 1,620. Break it down again. Average sales price for a 3-bedroom home in Orlando, Orange County area is $335,862. Okay, that's crazy. 4-bedroom average sales price $594,769. So if we remember the statistics that we did back at the beginning of the year, I'm going to tell you, if you need me to pull them, I'll pull them, but that's not where we were. Active homes in Orange County, 759. Pending, are you ready? 2,120 homes pending in just Orange County within the last 45 days, 30 days, okay? Seminole, here we go. 598 homes, days on the market, 0 to 30, 598. 3-bedroom average sales price, about $307,000. 4-bedroom average sales price, about $530,000, give or take. Active homes in Seminole County, 276 active homes. Pending, 772. Do you see a trend here, folks? We have like almost 3 times the amount of pending as we do active listing. That is telling us that we definitely have a lack of inventory. We definitely are selling things as fast as they go in the market. I can honestly tell you, with the listings that I've had, they have lasted a couple days. Maybe I had one that lasted a week because it was more of it was a 1-1. But my couple that have been 3 2s and 4 3s, bigger homes, they have been anywhere between getting 15 to 27 showing requests within a day. And then within that day or day and a half, you're getting full offers, you're getting cash offers, you're getting all of the stuff thrown at you. But remember, this is a key thing for you as sellers. And I really, 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 I have to stress this. And I stress this with my listings as well when I'm talking to the sellers, because of course you're getting all of these amazing offers and you're getting offers over list and you're getting offers over list and you keep coming and they keep coming. Remember, it has to appraise for the list price. That's especially if it's financed, only if it's a financed buyer coming in. I can't stress it enough. Overlist is amazing, but we have to be realistic as well. And I know it's hard when you see some of these numbers come in. You have to remember that we have to get this appraised, and it has to appraise at the value of the contract. And one of the things we're going to talk about next week is, we know the bubble that occurred way back in the day. But what's happening now is not only are the lenders, but your appraisers, who are a third party. I can't speak to them. The lender can't speak to them. The listing agent does for just a couple minutes to let them in and let them out, basically. But there's not a full conversation anymore. So we do not have control of what the appraiser appraises the home for. That's why it's so important that us as listing agents and buyer's agents, when we go into these homes, we're pricing them with whatever's comparable at the time to the other homes that have sold. We can't compare them to pending, and we can't compare them to active. They go on sold homes. So if you know in your community and you've got your house listed, and you know, and your agent knows, if it's not me, how many homes are pending, and you see them all at this amazing sales price right now, which is, all of the prices have increased, as we know, since January, and of course since last year. We are going to look at those and say, maybe reach out to the agent and say when they're closing, how long they're pending for, so that we can time the appraisals and those closings about the same time, because that's going to help you as a seller, of course, get hopefully a higher price, a better appraisal, be compared to better comps. Because what happened during COVID and over the last, up until a few months ago, a lot of our sales were coming from last year, and that hurt a lot of the sellers, and it hurt a lot of the appraisal values. So we have to take that into consideration. So you as a seller, please, 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 please remember that we have to make sure that it appraises for that. So all these amazing over list price offers are great, but we have to remember make sure they appraise for the value so that we can get them back to where they need to be in regards to accepting the offers, and it stays smooth. Because what is the worst thing is that you accept an offer, you're super excited, you go through the inspection, the buyers pay for it, you get the appraisal, which the buyers pay for too, and you're accommodating as a seller all these amazing things, and you get to the table, appraisal doesn't come through. That is like, it's a kicker. You don't want that to happen. So all of us in this industry, we try to take into consideration everything that's happening so that we can make you, the seller, as knowledgeable and educated as possible, but also our buyers too. They can stay happy, say this is the process, because with the lack of inventory, we write a contract, God forbid it doesn't go through, we got to start over again. And finding homes and then the bidding wars, it can be a little discouraging. I actually had a client that we wrote a contract on last night, one day on the market. Spoke to the listing agent, called, made communications that we're putting an offer in. Everything's good to go. You should be expecting it by in the morning. They accepted a cash offer this morning. That's how fast things are working. So take into consideration, if you're really serious about buying in this market, you're going to have to be pre-approved and ready with your lender. So that is a very big thing that we have to make everybody aware of, is that when we're going into this, be ready to make an offer and be prepared. So one of those things, what we need to be cautious of as well is finding that home and then getting excited about it. As an agent, as myself, if I'm representing you, first thing I do is I call the listing agent, see how many offers are on the table. Let's be honest. It's not, is there an offer? It's how many offers are on the table? What can we do? What's going on? When is the seller accepting and going to make a final decision on accepting an offer? That's really important too. So all of these key aspects are going into the market right now. How to play with it, how to be on top of it, how to work the deal that you want, and how to be the winner. That's the key thing. How do you win that house that you want? And it's putting all of these aspects into place. And it's having that team of solid people, your real estate agent, it's not me, and your lender, making sure that everything is ready to go. So when I, as your listing agent, write that offer, I already have the pre-approval. I have all the seller's docs. So I can submit an offer clean. A clean offer is beautiful. And we also have to think about all the contingencies to play into effect. We're all used to writing all these contingencies, appraisal contingency, right to inspect and cancel contingency. You know, there's so many little things that play into this. You want this, you want that, you know, you aren't going in, you're going to go in $15,000 under list price. We, as your agent, I'm going to tell you realistically what you need to do. And then hopefully by talking to the listing agent, we'll know how many offers are on the table, how competitive we need to be, because we are using a lot of escalation clauses. So let me tell you what an escalation clause, just in case you don't know and you want to know more about it. This is literally one of the best things. And I haven't used an escalation clause like this in years, just because of the outbidding that's taking place and the offers. So when you make an offer, you usually submit it and you're done. But with an escalation clause, you can say to your agent, it's not me, that you are okay with going up to, let's say the house was listed for $275 and we've pulled the comps. We realistically see that the house should appraise for $280. Okay, well then let's go ahead and say if we get outbid at $275 at full list, we're good increasing our offer by $1,000 up until that $280 price point. That gives you, the buyer, and the listing agent, the buyer's agent, the opportunity to go ahead and be bidding. So the listing agent doesn't have to call you and say, okay, we have another offer at $276. Are you guys good to go up? It automatically, like an auction, automatically does it to you, but it stops at that $280,000 price point. It escalates up to that point. So you're able to continue bidding without the listing agent calling every time one comes in. And it gives you the opportunity to not be outbid, but still feel comfortable with a price that home is valued at or appraised at. So again, I think the last 3 or 4 deals that I've wrote have had escalation clauses. And again, as a buyer's agent, I check all the comps. I check what's sold in the area, average dollar per square foot, everything that goes into a play, hopefully that an appraiser will look at, so that we are not then going into this and the appraisal comes back and we're $5,000-$10,000 short on the appraisal. We have to be sure, because your appraisers are being cautious. They're being very cautious because we don't want what happened in 2008, 2009 to happen now. So that's why people are saying that we're really not going to have the big crash that everybody is so worried about. And we're going to go into that next Thursday, because I've got some great articles and some information and some good input on what we're going to talk about then. But this is how we are going to hopefully not have that happen again, because I lived through that one. And it's keeping everybody to a good even kill, I guess I could say, a good moderate, where we're not inflating everything. Everything is still looking about the same. In regards to, we're not saying, okay, I'm writing a contract, the house is listed for $275. I'm going to give you an offer of $290,000. The house will never appraise for $290,000, but I'm going to give you an offer for it, which basically ties up the house. You as your buyers are stuck, because then you got to make a decision. And do I have an extra $15,000 that I want to pay for this house? Because financing is only going to give you what's appraised for. You're in a situation then where then you have to go back out and maybe look for a house again. You don't want that. Your buyers don't want that. So it's very much in your best interest to figure it out right when you make the offer. Know where this house is valued at, know what the comps are, know a good idea of what it can be appraised for. And if you don't know, call your broker. Your broker is amazing. Your broker should be able to help. They'll help with all this information. Your lender, they look at these specs like I do all the time, because they're the ones giving you money. So you have a team of people as a buyer and as a seller that can help out with all these questions. So this whole show, every time I do this, is basically to help you be more educated and not be afraid to ask those questions like, well, I don't want to sound dumb, or I don't want to sound uneducated. This business never change. I mean, it's always changing. I shouldn't say never changing. It's changing every day, as you can tell. It's going to continually change, because it's so much is happening over the last year and a half with what's happened to the market, the homes, the people migrating here. Oh my gosh. This is something that I want to tell you, that I read this morning, that Orlando, Florida is one of the top 10 locations right now for people to migrate to. And no surprise, but it even gets me, the top people migrating here to Orlando are from New York. New York people are moving here. They're migrating out. And this is one of the top 10 destinations. One of the top one, let me tell you the top one. The top one, which I knew. And what's funny, my last 3 or 4 clients are from this area and they're buying second homes here. Phoenix, Arizona is your number 1 destination. Austin, Texas, we all knew that. Las Vegas was one that I did not see on my radar as a top 3. Dallas, Miami, Atlanta, Sacramento, Tampa, Cape Coral, and then Orlando. If you look at that, we have not one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cities that are in the top 10 for people to migrate to. And they're all coming from Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago, Illinois. This type of report that I pulled shows that. So if you're looking to sell your house, contact me, because I'm going to tell you the 3 states that we need to market your house at. But honestly, more than likely, with just the amount of buyers that we have here right now, it'll probably sell pretty quick anyway. But I do have the top 3 cities for us to market your house at. What more could you ask for? An agent that markets here locally and knows the states to market outside of too. That's perfect, because in the market that we're in, if you can't get it sold locally, you know where we're going to go. People are migrating here. It's an amazing time. And we always know that in the summer months, this is really big, because with the schools and the transition, and over the 20 years that I've done this becomes a really good peak time for people to start thinking about moving and making that transition, because you want to be doing it right when school ends, and then you want to be in that house right when school starts in like that August, September. It's always been busy, but this type of busy, this is unheard of. So as a seller, if you're thinking about it, we're all still taking all the COVID rules and following the guidelines, and we are as safe as possible as you want us to be in your homes. But if you're not sure about pricing, like I had a client call yesterday, not quite sure what we could sell their house for. Within 5 minutes, told him realistic, this is what we're thinking, and they were, really? I can sell it for that much? And I'm like, yeah. I said, but it depends on where you're at with how fast you want to sell it. I would price it here, but if you're waiting, want to play the market a little bit, then let's go a little bit higher. So we've got some gambling, some playing room, some poker face room. So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. So there are tons of opportunities. And if you're just not sure if you can sell and how much you could sell it for, or equity, that's what I'm here for. Buyers, there's so much happening. But again, you got to be ready. You got to be ready to take the leap. You got to be ready to get in the car.